The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators offense will come out first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out wide right, it's Clark. Turning it on! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down in the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jones to throw. Out wide left, it's Clark. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long right here. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Seminoles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's dropped after taking the hit. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jones wants to throw it. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. Got the first down. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then
wide open spaces. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gets the back moving. Right side, it's Clark. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Setting up for the extra point. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the RPO got it. Makes the tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start off offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The run inside, it's ball. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. In the backfield, it's Pryor. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Running to the left. Crosses the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Right side, it's Clark. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Riles. Dragged down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This is a designed run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's there to make the stop. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there. 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Jones to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Left side is Wilson. Snowed under by the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Out wide right, it's Clark. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They've already converted one 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Florida 20. Florida State 9.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down to the air. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Rush is on. And down he goes. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looks it in. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Jones wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Slings it downfield. Working on the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the score. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Look out. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's Cincinnati coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. They are riding the golden arm of that QB1. The young man received a good amount of attention in training camp, and through 2 quarters today it's clear he is him. Now let's see if they can close things out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Guys?
Okay, Holly. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Working the ground game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually...
Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. Speeding down the left side. Inside. Touchdown, Florida State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Quick give, it's Ball. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Using his legs, it's Clark. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. Pass to 6. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jones to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete out left to Wilson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drop.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Turns up, it's Clark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defeated.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running inside. It's Lopez. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Right side, it's Thomas. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. There he goes. At the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
On the return, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On play action. Quickly to the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Left side, it's Riles. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the catch, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Daniels. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Handoff for ball. 9-yard pickup on the play is now 2nd and 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Handoff ball running left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Florida 41, Florida State 23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
Throws it deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
With the lead late in the game, this defense right now knows that the opponent's going to be throwing the football. They're doing a nice job mixing up their coverages, but also changing their personnel, sometimes putting extra DBs on the field. That time, deep shot, 2 guys go up, nobody comes down with it. The defense wins again.
Takes the easy completion. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Out wide left, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Lopez. Smashes through the tackle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Knowles! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gators. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Still looking to his right. And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Left side, it's Robinson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Quick catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field and cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker
snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. This has been a presentation